because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You thought the game was over, but it's only just begun.
Well done, Massacre. Known as safe. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So we have some news regarding the Black Phone 2. That is slated for a June 25th, 25 release, which is a while from now, but it will be here before we know it. And I think we were already surprised at the Black Phone 2 that they were even going to have a sequel. There's either some fans out there that really don't even want a sequel. Me, for that matter, I don't want this franchise, or at least the first film, ruined by expanding something that really doesn't need to be expanded upon. But there has been some news from Deadline regarding the Black Phone 2, and Ethan Hawke and the rest of the main cast will return for the upcoming sequel. It says that it was announced earlier this year that Scott Derrickson's The Black Phone is getting a sequel, and Deadline reports say that Ethan Hawke will be back as the Grabber. Actors Mason Thames, Madeline McGraw, Jeremy Davies, Miguel Mora are set to return for the Black Phone 2. Mason Thames is coming back, which is Finney, the little boy that was abducted at 13 years old by the Grabber. Okay, I didn't think it was going to go this direction. I thought time was going to go. I didn't even know. Number one, I didn't know Ethan Hawke was coming back. I thought they were going to have at least the kids grow up. They go through this trauma, especially Finney's going through all this trauma, and maybe like another evil entity kind of maybe haunts him or something. I didn't know what they were really going to turn this story into, but it looks like this is going to be a direct sequel. And I don't know, Finney killed the Grabber at the end of the Black Phone movie. Okay, now I liked the Black Phone so much, and I said this in my last film. The problem I had with it was the marketing, because I think there was a lot of things that were too spoiled. Universal, Blumhouse, they do this all the time with their films, and what they do is they just give away too much in a trailer. You know, when we found out when, you know, Finney was in the basement, locked up in the basement with that Black Phone that was broken in the room, and when he was starting to hear all the dead children on the phone and how they were helping him, how to defeat the Grabber, like they were kind of every kid that died was calling him and giving him tips on how to defeat the Grabber and how to kind of give Finney more confidence in himself to stand up for himself, because he was bullied in school. And, you know, stand up for yourself in a moment that you really need to, you know, take one step forward and you know, show yourself, you know. And I feel like they gave way too much away in that trailer. I figured if we didn't see the kids, like we knew that, you know, there was multiple kids that were killed in the, you know, over years and years from the Grabber, but to see it with the Black Phone and the kids talking to him through this broken phone, it was really amazing, and I wish I was more surprised by that. Now, with Ethan Hawke dying at the Black Phone, we don't know what happens to his body. We don't know what happened. You know, is it going to be one of those, like, his body gets transferred somewhere and maybe Ethan Hawke's character turns into a sadistic, cold-blooded killer, a supernatural type figure? Is that what he is? I don't know. I mean, is Ethan Hawke going to be... I mean, Ethan Hawke's not coming back to do flashbacks. He's got to be coming back. Does it make sense? Is it stupid? Well, they have to make sure that this next film doesn't make it look really dumb and how the Grabber actually comes back. If the Grabber comes back, you know, it's got to be more of a blood type movie. It's, you know what I mean? I figured there would be a time lapse going forward with maybe an older Finney and his sister, and his, you know, the father's old, and now the cops believe the kids and believes the, you know, the sister now, because she was seeing, you know, she wanted to find her brother Finney, that he was locked away in the basement, and she was, you know, the cops didn't believe her, and she was having these dreams of just things that have happened and where this house, where Finney could be, and finally found him at the end of the film. So I don't know what direction they're going to bring Ethan Hawke's character and where it's going to go and what's going to bring in the most money. What's going to bring in the money when it comes to the Black Phone? It's going to be Ethan Hawke, the Grabber's character, with that fantastic Tom Savini mask, which I absolutely love. That's probably one of my most favorite things of the Black Phone. Not only the story, but the looks of, you know, and trust me, like Ethan Hawke, like I've never seen him play in a dark role like this, and I really did like him a lot. And I felt like the Black Phone 2 without him would have been really empty. But at the same time, if he came back, I would be excited, and I am excited right now. But how are they going to continue this? Because I think nothing of the Grabber as just a normal human being that's just psychotic, which really that's all he was. I thought there was a lot of good parts to this film, and all the dead kids and how they helped Finney kind of face his fears of standing up for him, not standing up for himself in the past, and finally like rising to the occasion and using what the kids have told him to do to defeat the Grabber. So there's a lot of fantastic elements to the first movie. And like I said earlier in this video, there's a lot of fans out there that are like, just leave it alone, because all you're going to do is ruin it. And I really hope not. Like, I'm the type of guy that wants directors to take chances. When directors play it safe too much, I feel like there is creativity left to do something with a franchise. There's something else that you could possibly do, as long as you have a creative, solid mind there. We don't know if the original director is coming back, but it looks like the writers are pretty much the same, but directing is going to be a huge different story. So I don't know if they're going in a different direction with a different director or whatnot, but I'm happy that this is coming out in a couple years. I don't see why this would be a bad thing, but I understand why fans are worried. With now Ethan Hawke coming back, and we know the kids aren't grown up, and it's not a different story within the timeline or whatever it is, it should be really interesting. $161 million was a huge success a couple years ago, and I hope there's just more creativity with it. I hope they don't give us too much of the story from a trailer, because that really pissed me off. But at the end of the day, they're making another one. Ethan Hawke is the moneymaker to really this franchise. Are they going to do 3 movies? Is this going to be just a 2-movie thing? We'll see, and we'll find out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the Black Phone 2. Is it necessary, unnecessary? Do you think it's just a waste of time at this point? Do you think they're going to screw it up? You guys let me know. But I'm pretty excited. I like when they take chances on continuing films, and hopefully it's not going to flop, and hopefully it's not going to do bad, because I think you had a pretty good story to end it on the first film, to be honest with you. But I'm excited to see where they go with it, and we'll see what happens. So you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more horror content going forward. I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep running. Peace out.